Gadsden State Show Band. So it's the Gadsden State Show Band and crazy guy that makes his own instruments. So that's a real good hard act to follow, I would say. Hard act to follow. My name is Jacob Blackwood. I've worked at the Gadsden Public Library as the IT manager for about 23 years. I've worked at the Gadsden Public Library longer than that. I've been here since I was 17. I met my wife here. I proposed to my wife here, and I married my wife here. So the Gadsden Public Library has been my whole life. We're about 10 feet away from where we got married. So I've been making music, well, since high school, since I was 15, 16 years old. I was in, of course, a high school band who thought we were going to make it and go to the moon and everything. And I've been dabbling in music. I'm a dabbler in music. I wouldn't say I ever have any aspirations past that now. So I built both of these myself. Do you want me to
Sure, if you want to show it off, get some.
Yeah. So as you can see, I play this one a lot. Most of the paper's worn off on it. I'm surprised there's not any on my knee right now. But these are 3-string cigar box guitars. This one's fretted, this one's fretless. This one's easier to play with a guitar slide. I started off playing these, the fretless kind, with a slide, and kind of moved into playing the fretted ones. Never really went past 3 strings on these. You can build them with 4 strings, or there's people that make 6 strings or 5 strings or even 1 string. And I make a lot of 1-string guitars as well. Those are fun to play. But most of them are made with things you can find except for the frets and the tuning gears. Most of them are made with stuff that you can find in a hardware store. Never let your woman rule your mind. Never let your woman rule your mind. Leave you troubled and worried all. Gotta let her mama, you oughta heard what it read. Gotta let her mama, you oughta heard what it read. Coming home, baby, now's your only chance. Never let your woman rule your mind. Never let your woman rule your mind. Leave you troubled and worried all the time. You wish your girl was little and cute like mine. Wish your girl was little and cute like mine. She's a married woman and she comes to see me sometimes. Never let your woman rule your mind. Never let your woman rule your mind. Leave you troubled and worried all the time. This I just finished this week. I was using a suitcase with a kick drum pedal, and I thought this would be easier. It turns out it's not, because I have to lift my leg more to stomp on it. But this is basically an old Coke crate that I put a old speaker inside of as the microphone and wired it to this little preamp here. and I can plug it straight into a PA. Of course, the bass is turned up completely, and it makes for a louder kick drum than the suitcase was. Unfortunately, like I said, it's a little more work on the leg to keep going, and so I have to do some songs without the kick drum to relieve my leg. This is an old telephone handset, and these are way, like a lot of people are impressed with these, but they're way easier to make than they look, because you just have to undo 2 wires, and if you know how to solder, you can solder it to a jack inside the phone. People think you sing into the mouthpiece that you would normally talk into, but you actually talk or sing into the headset of the telephone mic. And there are 2 wires that you can solder to the jack, whatever jack you want to use, and that makes a microphone. So it's not that difficult. None of this is actually that difficult, in my opinion. I mean, some people may say it is, but they're pretty easy to make. So. Had my fun. Won't get well no more. Had my fun. Won't get well no more. Health is failing. And I'm going down slow. You see my mother, tell her the shade I'm in. See my mother, tell her the shade I'm in. Tell her to pray for me. Forgive me of all my sins. Yeah, a little bit of reggae with Rivers of Babylon. My brain, I don't have a genre of music that I enjoy. I like music, just music. You know, when you're younger, you pick and choose your music. You're kind of an elitist when you're younger. You're like, I only listen to ... But as I've grown older, I've wanted to hear more and more new sounds. And there's music that I don't particularly enjoy, but there's nothing that I would just completely discredit. When I was younger, the bluegrass influence is probably John Hartford is a big bluegrass influence as far as that goes. My rock influence was Frank Zappa when I was younger. I loved Frank Zappa. I love the Beatles. Everybody loves the Beatles, right? As I got more into the cigar box guitar music, one-man bands started appealing to me. There's a one-man band who doesn't have the attention I feel like he deserves. His name's Scott H. Byram, and he is kind of a bluegrass, country, rock fusion, one-man band guy. Every one of his albums are different and they sound great, but I've had the privilege of seeing him play a few times in Birmingham, and he was a huge inspiration for me doing the one-man band thing.
Okay. Where do you normally play? You mentioned during the set that you play a lot for family.
Yeah, that's basically play in my garage. I played for the library once for a show that they did, and before that it had been 20 years since I'd played anywhere. I used to play at bars a lot. Way different music than I play now. Some people laugh knowingly, but yes, I played a different type of music. Wake up, darling Corey. What makes you sleep so sound? Revenue officers are coming. They're gonna tear your steel house down. Go away, darling Corey. Quit hanging around my bed. Bad liquor has ruined my body. Pretty women have gone to my head. Dig a hole in the meadow. Hole in the cold, cold ground. Dig a hole in the meadow. We're gonna lay darling Corey down. Last time I seen darling Corey on the banks of the deep blue sea. 44 buckled around her and a banjo on her knee. Can't you hear them bluebirds singing? Hear that mournful sound. Preaching darling Corey's funeral at some lonesome graveyard ground. Dig a hole in the meadow. Hole in the cold, cold ground. Dig a hole in the meadow. We're gonna lay darling Corey down. Dig a hole in the meadow, hole in the cold, cold ground. Dig a hole in the meadow. We're gonna lay darling Corey down. Thanks. Thank y'all for coming too. Thank y'all for having me. Thank you for putting me after Gadsden State Show Band so I could really feel inadequate and underprepared. But, you know,